with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here. Victories, who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Exit. Check. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the ship. Go. Bang.
Going on the ground with Ekeler. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Ekeler, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 54.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a game. They're going to face a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. Try and be aggressive on their first series.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this.
I think these niggas fucking with my team, fool. What it do?
You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. He completes it to Jones. The reception for 7.
Fucking niggas. Oh, my dude.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you won't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down at Stafford. And that is
coming out throwing the ball. I love it.
hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Johnson. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll try the left side. Swift, and he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
I think these niggas fuck with my team, dog. Derwin James don't have an X factor. Joey Bosa on the wrong fucking side.
Even more success.
Ooh, yes, he did. He had a lag game. He had a lag game. That's what I'm saying.
To adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy, so that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them
I gotta look at the
even more.
game.
Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back.
This nigga broke.
Convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
How the fuck this nigga lose an X factor, bro?
Here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Crazy.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success.
I'm gonna see if he trade me Jeff Okudah for Chris Harris. I'm gonna see if he do that. If he do that, he's a dumb motherfucker.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
He tried to get me Tyreek too.
Going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. Let's talk about the best performance.
Mark is the truth. I'm telling you.
I think he likes natural light.
And he is going to go down.
That boy breaks so many tackles, fool, I'm telling you.
Of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Did he go
The
code 2
Lions
C?
will use the
I
first
mean,
of
not
their
code 2, code 2
timeouts.
Empire.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second
I think
quarter.
I don't know how to beat the fofo. Come on now. I rip the fofo. Keenan Allen, check you out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Man open left side is Brown. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant.
He
but
tripped.
threw
I don't
that
know why he did
downfield
that.
with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that
He-
one with any type of
he
power,
tripped.
puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the
They
tackle.
don't know shit.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Looking to throw. Herbert. That's going to be caught.
This man, hell.
25 yards that time.
Antonio Brown is a
Good
motherfucker.
grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio
He
Brown.
is
And he ate up
a
some real estate on the catch
MF.
too, didn't he?
Yep.
I think the most
Yep.
impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
What's he gonna give him? Yeah.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they
That boy gonna turn out to be a beast.
this offense?
That boy gonna be a
Hopefully some determination that
motherfucker.
sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up.
This
Now
nigga said
we've got that
anybody under the
artificial
age of
surface.
13.
You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Strong line. Strong line. Too low.
On 2nd down, Swift. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
What flip? Which half? What's wrong with you?
A shotgun snap. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a
You
big
got
play.
JK, you don't need a running back. So much.
This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the
Ain't
kick
got
is
JK
away.
diving trying to get a running back. Fool, I was supposed to have him. This nigga scored on like, oh
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six. They've got
He
to
scored
forget
off
about that
a
quickly.
bullshit play, too. Bullshit.
Throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On third down, Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's finally down.
I'm knowing this man can't throw the ball. All he can do is run, and he keep breaking.
Detroit, 51 yards on the ground.
No, Fred.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
I think he got the...
They'll try the air now with Stafford. This complete to Jones.
I'm coming out because since you want to run so much.
5 yards on the catch there.
Since you
Brings
want
up
to run so much.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first
Since you
down.
want to run so much. Since you want to run. I was looking for him
Now
too.
Stafford.
I was looking for
And
him
it's
too.
going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20,
Let me get him.
10, and he brings this one down.
Let me get him.
It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That's my Wildcat motherfucker.
Finally able to take him down. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Hey, you seen James go?
The Detroit offense ready to
Jay got his ass
It was still more than
41-0.
time to try to mount
Yes.
a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high
Jay lost 41-0.
Analytics will tell you, try and score when given
The dude that got the Patriots in Justice League.
About the 46. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
Ali, oh yeah, had that
Stop it
nigga.
with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
41 shit.
On second down now.
Nope.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. On third
I'm
down.
finna run for me. This is nigga wanna run so much.
32, good enough for first
Oh, you're not gonna stop running the ball,
The
man.
Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Melvin Ingram. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
I ain't gonna lie,
report.
this nigga got a run game.
All
He
right,
can't do
Coach,
nothing
thank
else
you.
but run the
Welcome
ball.
everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
He can run that motherfucker, bro. See? The fuck happened here?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
The new one?
I never wanted to make something
I'm going.
that it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They're not getting through it, or they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've MVU most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go with them in this game.
I like that.
Punt the ball, man. No, man, you gotta punt, dude.
I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Y'all nigga,
now the Chargers are going to
man, it's on his side of the.
It's just their first, so 2
It's on his side of the field. He got a punt.
This 3rd quarter.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna pause it. Hold on. Say this. I'm doing it.
I know y'all look dirty. They got wide receivers out there. I'm gonna go cheap. Keep playing.
That was took a hard LB chip too. I don't give a fuck. I just want to know because I punted when I wasn't supposed to punt.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
What the hell? I can't find where I put my whatchamacallit.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give right side. Swift. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside
I won't play again.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with
Come on, Stephon.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the 1st down.
He got 96 speed, dude.
All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it.
And you know you got a 96 speed running back, too. You know that, right? I think. Still, you might.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Anything.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It's Eckler again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
motherfucker thing. The Raiders and Red. I don't think he played with the Raiders anymore. Let's go. 60 or.
I think he do. Out route.
To throw on third down. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Exit 18 Gator.
Oh, he must have got picked up.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Stay in the cover 4. Appreciate you. Stay in the. I want to see this shit work for real. This shit work on YouTube.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep.
There's a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off.
Run that bit.
Fruitful, they get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage.
This nigga just breaking tackles, man. Like how?
Get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
What, bro? What?
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit.
Don't just go short then, bro.
At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 5. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far.
I ain't trying to do that, dude.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Oh, that's...
They go for it on 4th, but this up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down.
Thank you.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd
I can't even move.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess when they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense. This offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, they will give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Eckler.
Man, come on with that, bro.
Play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. Looking to throw. Herbert, he's got his man. It's Williams. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Why the fuck is Tyrod Taylor in the game?
A give, Eckler running to the right. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try the right side with Eckler.
You just running past it, bro.
Oh
yeah, you can score on.
Won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th
They're getting
down.
scored on.
This offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. The offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. On 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was a bit of a